Hey, Teresa G, coming in from her cluttered kitchen on a nasty, nasty November day to start doing, giving people ideas of things that they can do, household, in the kitchen, for gifts for Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever. So I'm going to be starting out with Instant Pot vanilla extract. Now, I know vanilla extract these days is crazy expensive. One of the famous catalogs wants $60 for one 8-ounce bottle. That's nuts. Alright, if you can get reasonably priced vanilla beans, and they are out there, Costco's selling 5 of them for like $16 or $17, something like that, in a package. Madagascar vanilla beans, the best ones you can get. And you have some vodka laying around or some bourbon. Then you can make infused vodka, or as I call it around here, vanilla extract. And you can make 4 jars in the Instant Pot at one time. Then you just let them sit around for a month in a cool, dry place, and you've got 4 gifts, okay? So I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. I did this last year. I don't think I filmed it. And I did give one of the jars away this year to somebody. She said it was really good vanilla, because she's a really big baker, Vanessa is. And so I'm going to do it for you. Very, very easy. Doesn't take much active time at all. Maybe a minute or 2 of active time. Half an hour in the Instant Pot. And there you go. Done. Okay? 4 gifts. Alright? Not that expensive, alright? You can get a $20 bottle of vodka. Decent vodka. Don't get like the super, super cheap stuff. You don't know what's in it. But a big name, but a fairly reasonable bottle, okay? You can get a package of vanilla beans, okay? Alright, at Costco. Alright, this is Costco brand. But, right, Madagascar contains 5 beans, okay? And then they give you this tube. Alright, it takes you longer. It really takes you longer to open the package than it is to prep this, okay? Alright, and I'm going to make 4 of them, and that leaves me with 1 vanilla bean for me, okay? Okay, so you take 4 very clean, brand new ball jars, alright? Or any kind of mason jar, pint size, alright? If you want, just to play it safe, that morning, run it through the dishwasher and leave them upside down on paper towel or on a rack, okay? 4 jars, 4 brand new lids, okay? And 4 beans. I've already done 1. Here's 1. Okay, what you do is you split the beans in half, alright? You split each bean, okay? Make sure it opens a little bit, okay? And cut it in half, okay? Stick it in a jar. All you have to do, alright? If your beans are not that soft, alright, they're not brand new, they're not that soft, then just cut them into 1-inch pieces, the best you can, okay? Okay, just make sure that you can split it open a little bit, alright, cut it in half, alright, into each jar, okay, and then pour your vodka, alright, until it reaches about 1 inch from the top. And just make sure that the bean itself is totally covered, okay? Alright, that's all you have to do. This is the most work you have to do. Split the bean, put it in the jar. That's it. Okay? I went to a really good liquor store around here, bought a decent vodka. I mean, I wouldn't go with like, you know, $50 bottle vodka. I'd go $20 bottle vodka, okay? And it leaves you with more than enough to drink, alright? To have people over and drink, okay? And then just seal them, okay? Okay? And then in your Instant Pot, any model, 6-quart and up. I mean, you can do this in, I think, a 5-quart. You probably could even do it in a 3, but I wouldn't. I would do 5 and up, 5-quart and up. Okay, so now just put them on your trivet. Okay, should be able to fit 4. Okay, should be able to fit 4 on the trivet. I mean, if you don't like the way one trivet fits, you know, obviously you can play around, use other trivets, because you want it to sit, you know, very stably on there. You don't want the jars moving around. Okay. Actually, I think this is better than the other one. Okay. Well, either way it hits the side. Okay. Actually, maybe I'll do the other one. The other one with the handles make it easier to grab it out, but okay. Last year I did it in much smaller jars and it fit better. But alright. Okay. There you go. Alright, we got 4 jars. They're up to the top, but that's okay. It just means it'll take a little bit longer for it to come up to pressure. Maybe. Alright. And then, obviously, make sure the sealing ring is in correctly before you put it on. I did that earlier, so I don't do it now. Make sure it's on seal. Okay? And then we're going to hit, on this one, this is the Duo SV, and the pressure cook button is up there. But if you have a manual button, if you have a Duo, and I think there are a couple of others, the Lux or whatever, they have the manual button right there. Then press the manual button. All right. For me, I'm going to press pressure cook, and then put it on 30 minutes. Okay. Make sure this is up to. All right. Make sure it's sealed. There you go. 30 minutes. Okay. After it's done, the recipe that I'm using said to unplug it, which means I'll have to cancel. Well, see, I'm not going to unplug it. I'm going to cancel. I don't even have to put it on cancel. I can just let it go straight to... Actually, wait a second. You know what? I'm going to cancel this for a second. Alright. I'm going to press pressure cook, but I'm also going to press keep warm and turn off the keep warm. You don't need this to stay warm. In fact, you want it to cool off. Alright? So, it's going to go on. Alright? It's going to cut when it comes to pressure. You know, it's going to take 30 minutes to cook it. Okay? And then, instead of pressing cancel, I'm just going to let it sit. And it won't go on keep warm. It'll just lower the pressure. The pin will drop. Okay, so, last we saw the pot. It said on. I turned it on, and it was going to cook for 30 minutes after it came to pressure. On the pressure cook, high pressure setting. And then the recipe that I was going by said to unplug the machine and let it come down to pressure. I would never unplug it without it being already down. So I turned it off after the setting. Alright, after the 30 minutes was done, I turned it off. Because as we know, I turned off keep warm. So, I canceled it, and I waited until I heard the pin drop. And that was about 30 minutes. So this is what we have. It's been a couple of hours since then. And it's still kind of hot, but comfortably. And so, I'll show you what happened. Okay, so here are our 4 jars. Now, the recipe also said to make sure they're nice and tight and kind of jiggle them around so that some of the seeds will come out. doing that. Ooh, this one is even looser. Okay. And as you can see, look at that nice color already. And that's only a couple of hours. So, alright, these are going to cool off. And once they're cool, I'm going to bring them downstairs to the basement and let them sit for about 2 weeks or so. And then I'll label them. And Christmas time, Hanukkah time, I will give them out. Okay, so you saw how easy it is to make your very own vanilla extract. It really is not all that expensive if you can find a great deal on Madagascar vanilla beans. I would check right now. Costco has them, as I said, 5 of them for like, it was like $16. I think it was like $5.25, something like that a piece, which is really dirt cheap, because last year I think it was double that price, and so I didn't buy them. And I made it, but I had some beans to use up, so I did it. But really, that price was ridiculous. And the more famous catalogs, baking catalogs out there, want like between $35 and $60 for an 8-ounce jar of vanilla extract, pure vanilla extract, which is insane. All right, so online, wherever, go and get much cheaper Madagascar vanilla beans. Okay, split them. They should be soft enough to be able to put a knife down the center. Cut it in half vertically and fit them into a jar. Fill it with vodka or bourbon. It's also very good with bourbon. About 1 inch from the top. Seal it 1 inch in the bottom with the trivet. 30 minutes on high pressure. Okay? And then let it come to room, come down, natural release. It took about a half an hour in my 6-quart here. And then open it and either let it just sit there and cool, or remove it to a rack and let it cool, and keep it for about a month. I'd say the best is about a month. And it gets really nice and dark, just like the color that you get in a regular bottle that you buy at the store. Okay? And right now the prices on pure vanilla extract is ridiculous. They're just nuts. And they always up the price right before the holidays, because they know that people are going to be doing an excess of baking and they need vanilla. Don't take them up on those ridiculous prices. Make your own. Most people have vodka or bourbon in their house, just waiting there, that isn't being drunk. Great uncle, whatever, hasn't come over in 6 months, hasn't drunk any. Use it up, okay? This is a great way to use it up. And this way, you have some great gifts for bakers out there, okay? So easy to do, and so much more reasonable, all right? It cost me $20 for a bottle of vodka. It cost me $15, $16 for that. That's $36 for 4 jars. That's $8 a jar. You can't get that price in the stores right now. Not on your life, can you? All right? So, I hope you like this, and I hope you make your own homemade vanilla extract. It's just as good, if not better, than the stuff you get out there. And, of course, subscribe. Press that little bell, and come back again for more holiday food gifts at Reese's Cluttered Kitchen. Bye.